Come on, Evans, get a move on. Whoops, sorry.
My pleasure.
You look as though you've just won the lottery. Close. Oh, come on, tell me. Don't keep me in suspense.
I've just handed in my resignation.
Oh, hi, Bobby.
Hi.
Oh, how's Alan? It's Kay. Myra, what's wrong? I don't know, Jude. She's sick or something. She wouldn't say. Oh, Jude, I don't even know where she's living. I rang Alan. All I did was start him worrying. There's nothing I can do. Not a single bloody thing.
I'm not gonna die or anything, am I?
Quite the opposite, in fact. You're going to have a baby.
But I can't be.
There's no doubt about it, Bobby. You're approximately 8 weeks pregnant.
Bloody hell.
Oh, come on, you lot. Don't leave it up to me. What are we going to call it?
Well, why don't we call it the Wentworth Fate?
Nah, not gimmicky enough. How about a fate worse than death? Thought you'd like it. We'll get back to that. Pixie, I got you down for the kissing booth, okay?
Oh, well, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, well, it's not very hygienic, is it? I mean, well, I might catch something.
Yeah, another husband.
Oh, yes, well, that too. I mean, I wouldn't want to give anyone the wrong idea.
Yes, well, think of something else then. Phyllis,
What?
what are you going to do?
I don't know if I want to do anything.
Oh, come on. What about your macrame? Those pot holders. You could sell them for $3 or $4 each.
Can make them for 50 cents.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Reb?
I'll let you know.
Will let us know. Reb. Cass?
Oh, I don't know, Myra.
You can have a lucky dip. Make yourself the booby prize.
Why don't you make yourself scarce? Come on, Cass.
Well, I can whittle a bit. I suppose I could make something.
Yeah.
It's a bit dangerous, isn't it? Aren't you scared the knife will slip and you'll cut your wrists?
Oh, why don't you two shut up or rack off, okay?
Hey, Myra, I don't suppose we could get our hands on some clay?
Hey, that's an idea, Cass. Wally's left all the equipment. We could have a go.
Hey, perhaps a cake stall or fortune telling. That's it. I can tell all the ladies they're going to meet a tall, dark, brooding stranger.
The freak. Come on, anyone else?
I wish I could say yes. I will miss you all so much.
Yeah, we're going to miss you, Hannah. But you'll be back in Australia before you know it, so keep your chin up. Ah, Bobby, now I'm making out a list. What have you been up to?
You look like the cat that got the cream.
Reckon you could say that? I'm in the club.
What do you mean?
You know, up the duff, pregnant.
Little beauty.
I thought you couldn't have kids.
Yeah, well, so did I, but I guess sometimes them little whatchamacallits just won't take no for an answer. Anyway, I'm going to be a mum.
Ah, congratulations.
I'm sorry, we've had a few problems recently.
But it should have been ordered. I saw the old bloke write it down.
The old bloke was my father. He died 2 days ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yes. Well, perhaps if you come back next week.
Yeah, sorry. You didn't mean anything by
Don't,
it.
Rick.
But you need a break.
I need to keep busy. Now, let's just leave it at that.
Right.
I'm sorry. Trevor Priest came round today.
What for?
He was trying to heavy me into saying it was all Dad's fault.
What did you say?
Told him to get out, of course. What do you think?
Good. We'll call the cops on that bastard.
What good'll that do?
That's harassment. Prosecution can really use that at the trial.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I gotta go out tonight. The mob at work, you know. I know it's not a good time, but do you want to come? Get out of here?
The officers.
No, the prison. Lady's leaving and having a go-away party for her.
Yeah. No, thanks. No.
Sure?
I'm sure. I wouldn't be very good company.
Right, now what can I do?
Oh, nothing really. Correction. You can keep Meg away from the food. I'm sorry, I just can't resist that stuff. I know, you can take the coasters and put them around in strategic positions, although it never does any good.
All right, done. Listen, you shouldn't have gone to all this fuss.
Don't be silly. Anyway, I think that we all need a party at the moment.
Can't argue with that. The last few weeks have been a bit more interesting than usual.
God, something's burning. What have I forgotten?
She seems to be coping well. I take it you and she have talked about our Dr. Edmonds?
Mm-hmm. All done and still friends.
God, you're civilised.
We'll miss you, you know that.
Yeah, same here. Funny, isn't it? Still, there is one consolation. The deputy's job will be going to its rightful owner at last.
Rightful owner? I'll only be an applicant.
Then it's yours.
Thanks. I've underestimated Joan before. I'll believe it when it happens.
I'm sure Wally said to add more water. Oh, no, maybe he meant less water. Oh, no, you couldn't add less water, could you?
I reckon you should get a gun and put that thing out of its misery. Oh, shut up, Phyllis. You wouldn't have a dog picture.
Oh, hey, some of those are nice. I hope Wally's friend can fire them for us.
Yeah, either that or he fires me. I cannot get this clay to stick.
You have been, how you say, at the bot.
Now, botting. Yes, I have been botting. Now, who's going to help me make a sign? Come on, girl.
I'll give it a bash if you like.
Hang about, Bobby. Haven't you forgotten something?
What?
Well, Jude wasn't here when you told us the news.
You tell her. It sounds stupid when I say it. Hang about. What news is this?
Oh, our little mother of the year's gone very shy.
Mother of the Year. You having me on?
Just found out.
Well, that's fantastic news. Well, congratulations, huh?
I don't know what you're getting so excited about. They'll take it off her when it's 2.
Oh, just shut up, Phil. Will you shut up?
I'm doing her a favour. She might as well get rid of it right now.
It's all right. She's jealous. Just because she was too mental to look after her own kid, she doesn't want me to have one. Well, get this, Hunt. I'm getting out of here in a couple of months and I'm not coming back. You're right. I didn't think I could have kids. But now I've got one. And no mongrel's going to take it away from me. No one.
You know, darling, I think Anne must have been kidding.
What's that, dear?
Well, this punch is supposed to be strong, but I've had 4, and I feel absolutely fine.
Oh, Jolly.
Oh, dear. Who's a silly duffer?
Di started worrying because when she does the dance to the 7 tea towels.
Oh, no.
Joan, have you met Colin? No, I haven't. Colin Marshall, Joan Ferguson. Sorry, I'll have to mix, so I'll leave you to it.
Hi. June, is it?
No, Joan.
Sorry. Haven't seen Joanne, have you? No. Every time I start talking politics, she disappears.
I know how you feel. You're a party man, are you?
Yes.
Hi, how's it going?
We're just about to talk politics.
You mean you were? I'm sure Joan's not interested.
Oh, no, I just
Okay.
might be.
What'll we talk about then?
Well, politicians aren't exactly my favourite people. I mean, every time something goes wrong at the prison, I
Oh,
find...
wait a minute. If we're going to start talking shop, I'm off.
Joe.
No, I'm definitely going to go into the kitchen. Do you like these? Very nice.
Trouble. Joyce is on her way to the kitchen.
And the tea towels.
Mr. Barry.
Excuse me, I'd better check out.
Hello, Joan. Hello. Hi.
I'm just going out for refill. You all right?
Yes, I'll stay with this, thank you.
Oh, what the hell. I'll have the same and a twist of lemon, thanks.
Nice turn-up.
Yep, nice. Oh, I'll get that. Anne's probably busy.
I'll get it. Sorry.
Did I hear the door?
Yes, Colleen's got it.
Oh, good. Everything all right? Can I get you anything?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
I've been meaning to say thanks for coming, Joan. I know this sort of function isn't really your cup of tea.
I doubt I'd have been missed, if that's what you mean.
No, he's arrived at last.
Rick, where have you been?
Long story.
Everything all right?
Nothing beer or teen won't fix.
Come on.
Hey, Joan.
Listen, if that we had
Oh, hey, look out. Not bad.
Hi. Hi. Reading up about babies, eh?
Yeah. It's the only one in the library. It's by some guy.
Yeah? What would he know? Can I come in?
Of course. Look, I know the last thing you probably want right now is me hanging around, but... Well, I just wanted to tell you how rotten I feel about everything. It wasn't your fault. No, doesn't help you much, does it? How's your wrists? Oh, still there. And the docs reckon that you're better and everything? Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, I've had more tests than Greg Chappell. Bobby, if you'll give me another go, I'll be the best mate a person ever had. No kidding. Suppose I'll have to, won't I? Kid's got to have an auntie from somewhere. I mean that? Said it, didn't I? Well, suppose if I'm going to be an auntie, I better read up too. I have a gander after you. Sure, yeah. Ah, hey, there'll be no more of that. What? Fags. Bad for the baby. Says who? Says me. 2 a day and no more. After all, if your mates won't back you up, not much point having them, is there?
So what more can I say? She's been a good friend and a pleasure to work with, and we'll all miss her.
Colleen will.
Colleen. Good luck. And I want you to accept this small, fairly small gift as a token of our appreciation and friendship.
Oh, listen, thanks.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, you've still got some in your glass, or am I going to cop that too? What? It's typical of you, isn't it?
I don't believe this.
And I don't believe all of this. You've made your feelings perfectly clear. I won't impose on you any further.
I'm not bad, am I? Carl Stone sober.
Sorry, Pix, you mind if I sit there next to Bobby? Got us some extra tucker. There you go.
Oh, God. She's not going to eat all of that, Cass.
Bobby, you look clean.
Well, of course she does. She hasn't eaten anything proper yet. Dry toast won't do her no good. Now, you come on, you get that egg into you.
Remind me to stay right away from you when I've got a hangover.
Well, come on, Bobby, drink your milk. I'm going to ask Mrs. Reynolds to double it for you. Don't want the baby having soft bones.
Cass, I'm not having a bloody car. Fly off, will you? I feel sick.
For your own good, but...
You're going to make a terrific father, Cass.
Might as well. She don't know who the real father is.
Phyllis, you shut your face, and Bobby, don't you listen. Hey, can't wait till Dad and Albie. I'm going to be an auntie, eh? Yeah.
Oh, we're going to meet them all, aren't we? They are coming to the fete, aren't they?
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world, Pix.
What about Charlie?
Don't know if I'll ask him.
Oh, you have to, Cass. I mean, he's your beau.
Hey.
Is it what?
A boyfriend, isn't he, Cass?
Yeah, here he's into pigs.
Oh. She's just jealous, love, because she hasn't got anyone.
Your kid's coming home?
No.
Well, you know, it's a pity that Mrs. Powell won't be here, seeing it's her last day.
Oh, is it? Oh, we should have had a party for her, and Hannah, too.
I don't think Hannah would feel much like celebrating, love.
Yeah, well, I reckon we should celebrate. She should have been deported straight away.
It is a pity we can't deport you, Phyllis.
And Keen.
Yeah, to the morgue.
Oh, Bobby, that's a terrible thing to say.
Like, Helen. Oh, Cass, will you move those eggs? I'm gonna be sick.
Well, it serves you right for saying such dreadful things.
Oh, why do we do it to ourselves?
I think it's the sleep that does it. I felt fine when I went to bed.
Good morning. Don't you all look dreadful?
Thanks.
Yeah.
If I'd known I was going to be this thirsty, I would have drunk more last night.
Well, can't put it off any longer.
Come along, Joyce.
I'll hold your hand. Right.
Morning, Joan.
Morning.
Joan.
Miss Ferguson.
Joan, about last night. It was an accident.
Yeah, perhaps I overreacted a little.
No hard feelings.
Oh, I wouldn't go so far as to say that, but I can understand you not wanting to leave under a cloud.
Under a cloud. I was thinking of you.
Oh, I see. An old and trusted friend just wanting to clear the air, is that it?
Oh, how dare you?
You always did get excited easily, didn't you? Europe should suit you. Oh, and, good luck.
Thank you. And how are you coping with Papa Cass?
I've had it, Jude. She won't let me do anything.
Oh, it's just her way of making up.
Yeah, I know. You haven't got a fag, have you?
Oh.
You don't smoke.
Got any juicy bits for the fortune telling?
I thought of the perfect answer. Baby clothes.
Baby clothes? Why?
Easier. I just tell the women I hear the pitter-patter of little feet.
Pixie, you're a crook.
Hey, Bobby, no! Jeez. Lifting heavy stuff's the worst thing you could be doing. How you feeling?
All right.
You know, I couldn't eat me brekkie this morning thinking you're feeling crook all by yourself in that cell.
Yeah.
Never again, but all fixed.
What?
I just been to see Mrs. Reynolds. Guess who your new cellmate is?
So, Hannah, we have found a relative and he's very enthusiastic about coming here. What is it? I thought you'd be happy.
I am very happy. But it's now too late.
Not if he gets here by 3 o'clock.
He's coming today? I may stay?
No. You must understand he cannot do anything at this stage. But he is prepared to raise money for your return.
Everyone so good to me. How may I thank you?
That's easy. Just keep fighting. Miss Ferguson. Oh, I think you'd better see this.
Camilla Wells, eh? More truth, justice, and the Australian way, I suppose.
Something like that.
Wentworth Prison is considering appointing as its deputy governor a woman of such callousness and such brutality that Hitler's Auschwitz will, by comparison, be reduced to kindergarten status. Well, what'll they think of next?
Fortunately, no names were used.
Thank you, Governor. It's very obvious who she's referring to, isn't it? Otherwise, why would you show it to me?
Not only you, I've also shown it to Mrs. Morris.
Oh, it's pathetic. The prisoners leak a complete lie, and a fraud like Camilla Wells prints it in the interests of responsible journalism.
Yes, still, we've all been through it.
The department will see through it, won't they?
I honestly don't think it'll affect their decision one way or the other. I really don't.
Organising dope's a breeze. Getting it in's another thing. Yeah, well, it's a fate. There's going to be tents and things. Yeah, fortune-telling would have been perfect. Mason opened to a yap first.
Right, you lot, here's your mail. Desmond.
Oh, I'll watch it.
Bryant.
Oh, hang on.
Jenkins.
Oh, God.
Parker.
God.
Come on, Parker, I haven't got all day. Hunt and Mason.
Oh, Miss Ferguson.
What?
Could I have some patterns for baby clothes?
Oh, we've got another little mother, have we?
Oh, no, it's not only for Bobby. I want to sell them at open day.
Oh, yes. Well, you may as well enjoy it, Mason, because when I'm deputy governor, there will be no more.
What's she got against babies anyway?
They turn into people.
Myra, what's wrong? It's Kay. She's been in hospital.
What for?
Drugs. An overdose. And suspected hepatitis. Now she's discharged herself and... Oh, Judy, I've got to get to her. I don't care how I do it, but I have got to get to her. Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, can't they see? If I don't get to her, life could be at stake.
Myra, I understand, but compassionate leave isn't easy to come by.
Why not? Surely they can see that
The
this...
department seems to be mainly influenced by a lengthy record of good behaviour, and you've only been here for a short time.
I'd be with an officer.
Yes, I know. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Oh, what's wrong with them? I mean, can't they see? By keeping me in here, they're helping someone else go off the rails.
You said Judy Bryant mentioned Mr. Wallace. Would you like him to help you?
Oh, please, anything.
Right, I'll contact him straight away.
But, Mrs. Reynolds, I'm a mother. In the end, it's got to be me.
Myra, I understand. I know what you're going through. I can only promise I'll do my best.
Yeah, thanks.
That's right. 2 hours, 13 minutes, 5 seconds to go.
My name is Peter Secker. I'm here to see Hannah Goldschmidt.
Ah, Mr. Secker. Well, I'm very pleased to see you here.
And I must say, we've grown quite fond of Hannah.
Indeed.
Would you like to sign in?
Ridiculous, isn't it? After all these years, it's suddenly become a matter of hours.
Well, if you'd like to take a seat, I'll go and get Hannah. If you need any assistance, Mrs. Brown will help.
Thank you.
Alison, what time is Myra coming here? Because I'm going to have to make that speech if she doesn't hurry up.
It'll be all right. Myra wouldn't mind.
Yeah, well, I'll mind. I'm not good at making speeches.
Oh, I don't believe that for a minute.
I'm telling you the truth,
Oh,
Pixie.
excuse me, everybody. I would like to say something. Judy is about to make a speech for us. Oh, well, no, not for us. For Hannah. Oh, well, you know what I mean.
Yes. And thank you very much, Pixie. You're a real pal. Well, I don't have to tell you all that Hannah's going today. And I don't have to tell you how much we're all going to miss you. Actually, we shouldn't be too sad, should we? Because you're going home at last. To Australia. Okay, you're going to go back to Germany for a little holiday, but you're coming back to us, and Hannah, we wish you the best of luck. Now, if you don't come and see us when you get back, I'll deport you.
I do not know what to say. You are all so good to me. I want Australia to be my home. Even something go wrong, I would be so happy here. I saw many things, many bad things in the world. But here, I find only kindness. Thank you. I will never, never forget.
Goldschmidt, you've got a visitor. Actually, I think it's a relative of yours. Come on.
Come on.
Yes, Sue, can you do us a favour? I'm trying to contact Rachel Milsom, 1177-432. Yeah, it's engaged all the time.
Jane, I was just wondering...
Yeah, it's up.
Oh, what was that all about?
I don't know, she's just reading the paper. And... You want a coffee?
No, thanks. Rick, that's marvellous.
What?
Well, that fellow's business. You and Eddie have been given commendations.
Yeah.
Come on, it's terrific.
Joan was obviously impressed.
Well, of course. She just rushed out to send you a telegram.
Hannah! I am your cousin, Peter Secchi.
My cousin?
I am sorry, there's no physical contact.
Of course, of course. So much to say and so little time. I feel I know you already from the newspapers. But of course you have never seen me before. I am from your mother's side.
My mother? But how? They are all dead.
Genau. Alle Leute außer du. For 40 years you have avoided banishment. And now you come to taint the blood of this country.
Hannah, what is it?
Must finish the Fuhrer's work. The Jew has been found. And now you are going to help me kill her.
How are you doing here, Goldschmidt? Goldschmidt, just pull yourself together. Speak English. What the hell are you talking about? Kill me. Watch where you're going, Goldschmidt. You'll knock someone over.
Open the gate, now.
What's going on?
Open it before you must get it. I done Goldschmidt. She won't get away this time. Open it. Move! Or she gets the first bullet.
He means that. Try not to worry too much, Mara. You can probably still get out on compassionate leave.
I haven't got a hope in hell, Jude. I could tell from the way Mrs. Reynolds spoke.
Everybody, Nazi! Watch it! Gun! To kill! What's wrong?
I'm scared her to death.
Kane! Nazi!
Nazi, that sounds
Shut up, Kane. English, Hannah, English.
hide, please, bitte.
What is wrong?
He came. He wants to kill me.
It's Nancy business. All right, Miss Ferguson. Check it out, Jude. That could be it.
Oh, don't worry, Hannah. We'll look after you.
Oh, God! There's a man with a gun. He's got Mrs. Smell. She looks terrific.
Hide her. Where are her? Try her. Quickly, Cat.
She'll suffocate.
Yeah, she's not going to stay very healthy here.
What are we going to do?
Come on, look normal. Get to work and you keep your mouth shut.
Shut the door!
Don't move, any of you. There's Gelsmith. Tell me, or I will shoot.
Here you are.
Excuse me, I'm Tony Mann, Hannah Gelsmith's cousin. My wife and I have permission to see her.
Good afternoon. I'm afraid Hannah's with another relation at the moment, a Mr. Peter Secker.
A Secker? I don't know the name.
Oh, you probably saw the publicity like we did. We might be related to him without even knowing it.
Probably. Well, time's running a bit short. I think perhaps we better wind up the interview with Mr. Secker. I'm sure he won't mind. I know Hannah'd want to see Mr. and Mrs. Mann before she leaves.
Right. We're very grateful you're letting us see Hannah.
I just wish we'd known about her earlier.
Oh, so do I. She's had a very difficult time.
Well, hopefully we can change that when we've sorted things out with immigration.
We're certainly going to try.
I'm very glad to hear it. Now, would you like to sign on?
Good.
Stay there. And don't try anything smart. One of you will talk. Why should you protect that Jewish pig? What's she to you? She'll die anyway. So why get killed so she can live for a few more minutes?
She's in the interview room with a visitor.
She's here. I know it. Are you going to die to protect this stinking Jewish traitor?
No! Are you all right?
Stay away from me.
You touch her and I'll kill you.
Shut up.
Look, just calm down. Do as he says.
That's right. You listen to me. I'll shoot anyone who tries to stop me getting that Jew bitch. You hear? I'll get her if I have to kill the lot of you.
We've got trouble. I've just found Joan unconscious.
What happened? Is she all right?
I think so. Joyce has taken her to the hospital. Now, I don't know what's going on, but the interview room's been wrecked and there's no sign of Hannah and a visitor. And then I heard a gunshot.
Oh, no. I'll get the police. Where was Joan?
I found her near the security gates leading to the laundry. They were open, so I locked them. That's when I heard the gunshot. Heaven knows what's going on in the laundry.
Have all the gates locked at once and order the staff to keep everyone away from that area. Hello? This is Anne Reynolds speaking.
Look, we'll have to get her to hospital. She's in a lot of pain.
Is the bleeding slowing
Yes,
down?
but she certainly needs help.
Tell me where Gelsmith is and she can go to the hospital.
We don't know.
Look, you can see she's not here. And you're never going to find her in the prison by yourself. That shot has just told everyone where you are. Now, why don't you just give us the gun? Things will go a lot easier for you with the police if you do.
Don't you understand? I came here to kill Gelsmith, and that is what I'm going to do. The police won't come in here while I got hostages.
You can't keep us here forever.
I'm not that patient. I'll give the authorities a choice. Either I hand over Gelsmith and let me deal with her, or I'll kill you all, one by one.
I'd like to know how Secker got into the prison with a gun in the first place.
He went through normal security, Inspector Hume.
Well, there'll be questions asked about that.
Inspector Brooks and Sergeant Crean are on their way in.
Good. They're from Special Services.
Are Mr. and Mrs. Mann in my office?
Yes, and I tried to play down what's happening.
Good. Oh, I contacted Mr. Venn. Can't we do something?
Well, Secker's a dangerous man. He's a right-wing extremist. Now, Brooks and Crean are trained to deal with this kind of maniac. We'd only be putting everyone in more danger if we moved without them.
Sir?
Well, Inspector, Sergeant Crean.
We've been briefed on Secker, but we'll need a layout of the prison.
Yeah, the governor realized that.
He's apparently holding the women working in the laundry as hostages.
A gunshot was heard, but we don't know if anyone was hurt. But I'd say he'd be pretty twitchy by now.
Mrs. Reynolds, I want you to get on the PA and tell Secker to come out.
I doubt whether that would do much good if he's as desperate as you say.
It'll buy us time, and that's what we need right now. But take it easy. We don't want to push him over the brink.
Let's go.
This is the governor speaking.
Mr. Secker, we know you're in the laundry area. The police are already in the building. But if you come out now and give yourself
yourself up, no one will be hurt. You'll only make things far worse for yourself by continuing to threaten the prisoners. Please do the sensible thing and give yourself up.
You heard. Give yourself up.
Shut up.
Look, this woman has got to go to a hospital.
She stays, you all stay. Don't do that. You'll go to the gate and you'll tell them to bring Geldschmidt here to me, or I'll kill every woman in this room.
I'll do it.
She'll do it. And don't try anything.
Oh, look, getting killed for that
Get hysterical,
Cut
Pete.
that out, or I'll start shooting right now.
You shoot us and you lose hostages. You're never going to get out of here without us.
One way or another, we're going to get her. All of us.
This is the security gate for the laundry? Yes. Right, give us the keys and then get clear of the area.
Remember, one move from you and she gets it. What are you doing?
I had to stand up. Got a stiff leg. It's jammed.
I said, open it.
God, she's never going to make it.
Free, Ticker! Get out!
Well, what did the doctor say about Ruth? Will she be all right?
Yes, the bullet missed the bone.
Oh.
Was Secker badly hurt?
No, he wasn't, and the police were quite anxious to take him alive. Apparently, he's got quite a few questions to answer.
Poor Hannah. You know, she's lucky she didn't suffocate in that dryer.
Oh, well, I was so frightened for her. I mean, that'd be an awful way to die.
Well, there aren't very many pleasant ways to die, Pixie.
Oh, but a laundry dryer, I mean, that'd be an especially awful way to die.
Hannah all right now, Mrs. Powell?
She's upset, but at least she knows the real danger's over. Sister Kelly's given her a sedative before she meets her real relations.
Oh, I hope everything goes all right. She's had it rough, poor bugger. Hey, how about you, Bobby? You okay? Wasn't scared for a minute.
I was petrified.
Okay, well, it's over now, and here's the good news. You don't have to finish your shift. Mrs. Reynolds thinks you've had enough excitement for today.
Oh, terrific! Well, you've had a pretty exciting last day too, haven't you?
Yeah, one I won't forget in a hurry.
Oh, you're so brave tackling that awful man like that.
We really let him go in there for a minute.
Well, I think you all kept your cool remarkably well. But perhaps after this little run-in, I won't miss Wentworth too much after all.
Oh, but we'll miss you, won't we?
You sure will.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pixie. Okay, ladies, bye. Good luck, and try to keep out of trouble.
Miss Powell, send us a postcard, huh?
Oh, yes, like that lovely one you sent me. Oh, well, you didn't send it to me, Ralph did. Oh, but had you known, sure, you would have sent it to me as well. Oh, you know what I mean, don't you?
Yes, Pixie, look, for once I really think I do.
Oh, Mrs.
Bye-bye.
Powell. Goodbye, good luck, and thanks for everything.
Yeah, that goes for all of us.
Yeah, it sure does.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Hannah, this is your cousin Tony Mann and his wife Louise. They really are your Australian relatives.
We're really pleased to meet you, Hannah.
I can't manage much German. I was born out here. But willkommen in unser family. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to leave you alone for a few minutes. I can't give you long because the federal police are waiting outside to take Hannah to the airport.
Okay, thanks, Mrs. Reynolds.
You really had a terrible time. But it's all going to be different now.
I must still go back.
Yeah, but not for long. We've already talked to the immigration department.
And we're going to win.
You most kind.
We're family. That's what's important, Hannah.
We'll get you back to Australia. And you've got a home with us as long as you like.
Home?
Yes, home. Here with us.
Gosh, I still can't believe it all really happened. I mean, we could have all been killed.
Yes, I must admit I was saying my prayers when he took off after Hannah.
And thank God for Po Face and Cass, eh? If they hadn't distracted him, Hannah would have been a corner.
Oh, Well, he had me best mate, don't forget, had to do something.
Didn't think she'd go that far to try and save one of us. Oh, she was really wonderful. I mean, if it had been Mrs. Morris, I would have understood, but I didn't expect that sort of thing from Mrs. Powell.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I mean, she's not like Meg Morris, but she's not the freak either. It's a pity she's going.
Yeah, I'd miss her. And Hannah, too.
Yeah. Hannah's probably on her way to Germany by now.
Yeah, poor love.
Oh, but at least she's found her real relatives, and they'll bring her back as soon as it's all sorted out.
Who cares what happens to the bitch? She nearly got us all killed.
Yes, and you nearly got Hannah killed. We're not about to forget it, Keen, so don't push your luck.
Well, ladies, seems that one of you has been in touch with our old friend Camilla Wells. I realise you were just wanting to do me a favour. You know, get me a good mention in the media. And so I would like to thank whoever had that kind thought. Oh, come on, don't be so modest. Now, let's see. Bryant, you were pretty good mates. Perhaps it's you I should be thanking. What about you, Desmond? After all, you are top dog, aren't you?
Right. On the last point.
Only the last point? I wonder. Well, of course, it wouldn't be her, would it? She's too busy playing fairy godmother. And Keen? Keen's too wrapped up in herself. Parker? Parker wouldn't have the brains. But you, Mitchell, now you're a real little sneak, aren't you? After all, I did spoil a thriving career in Sydney. Oh, now, come on, Parker. We don't stand for that sort of thing around here, do we, Bryant? After all, Parker, you've got that oaf from the country, haven't you? You wouldn't be interested in a little street tart carrying a bundle from a one-night stand, now would you?
You must be really worried. I mean, with your record. I can't see why a little paragraph in the press is going to worry the department.
I'm not worried, Desmond. I just want to find out who my friends are. And when I find out who did me that little favour, I'll say thank you in my own special way. That is a promise.
God, who needs Mr. Secker when we got our own resident terrorist?
Oh, she'll forget about it if she gets the job, won't she?
Not her.
If she's dead set on finding out, she'll make what happened today look like a dress rehearsal for the real thing.
Well, never thought the day had come that I could say I'd miss this place. But I suppose I will.
I know. Grows on you, doesn't it?
Yes. Like warts.
Funny, isn't it? What with all the headaches, frustrations and dramas, this job sort of sneaks up on you and nearly takes over your life.
Oh, it would be a different matter if you were leaving. I don't have the same rapport as you do with the women.
Oh, I don't know. I heard one of them say that this place won't be the same without old Po-Face around.
Well, it's a charming epitaph, isn't it? I tell you what. When I throw a coin in the Trevi fountain, I'll make a wish for you.
And what's that going to be?
May Big Joan never become governor permanently.
Oh, if she ever does, I'll be on the first jet out of here.
Perhaps you'd better leave now with your friend if you don't like the thought of working under me.
Oh, wait a minute. You're not deputy governor yet.
Well, don't wait on the formalities. You might miss that plane.
Can't wait to step into my shoes, can you?
Just being practical. Because when I'm deputy governor, Mrs. Reynolds will get the support she needs.
Now, that's not very complimentary to Meg.
Let's just say that I don't let the women get away with murder.
No, you don't have to reassure us of your strong-arm tactics. We've had quite enough evidence of those in the past.
I doubt that you would have been game to make that sort of accusation if you weren't opting out.
Will Officers Ferguson and Morris report to the Governor's office immediately, please?
Well, good luck.
See you at home.
Well, let's hope it's good news. You could do with a holiday.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Got held up in reception. Well, for once the department has acted quite quickly.
They've made their decision on Colleen's replacement already.
Well, that shouldn't have been too difficult, even for them.
Yes, well, there are lots of things to take into consideration. It isn't just a matter of experience.
Of course. We understand that.
After all, the job isn't just a backup position. As you know, the deputies had to step in and take over on several occasions, so the department is, in fact, selecting a potential governor. Now, I want to emphasize that the officer who doesn't get the promotion shouldn't take it as a reflection on her efficiency.
I'm sure any intelligent person would realize that.
Good. I felt sure that I could rely on that reaction from you, Joan. And I know that you'll take Meg's appointment as deputy in just that spirit.
To get off my feet. After what I've been through today, I feel as though I've been starring in one of those B-grade movies they used to show in the 50s. Something, wasn't it? Yeah. Myra, why don't you give that letter a rest? Putting yourself through the ringer for Kay. You're doing everything you can.
Oh, and that is a big fat nothing. Jude, what if she doesn't go to Wally's? Oh, if only I could ring him, do something. God knows what she's going through right now.
Yeah, well, it was probably a good idea she spent some time in hospital. It might have scared her, taught her a lesson, you know.
Only she'd stayed there, got some help.
Well, she's your daughter, isn't she? She would have inherited some of that guts and determination. She'll be all right, love.
Oh, Jude, you didn't see her. She looked so sick, so scared. She needs me more now than she ever has.
Myra, you have got to stop torturing yourself about her. That's not helping, Kay.
Oh, and what is, Jude? Can you tell me that? Oh, God, what a waste my life has been. Some mother I am. My daughter needs me and she's on her own.
Now, that's not true. You've been a great mother to Kay. And what about all the other women you helped at the PRG and the women in here? You got them what they wanted. You got them money. You got them privileges. You've given them a kind of hope that they never had for a long time. You haven't wasted your life. You didn't out there, and you're not in here.
I can't help Kay in here, Jude. And by God, I've got to help her. I've got to escape and find Kay. You with me or not?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again, but that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down, but the sun and rain are prisoners too. Around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stone, but the roses here are prisoners.